Hello everybody, if you're planning to visit Copenhagen in Denmark, these are the main tourist attractions. Øresund Bridge that connects Denmark to Sweden. Then Ordrupgard Museum, with a building made by the famous Zaha Hadid, an Iraqi-born British architect, artist and designer with quite an unconventional style in architecture. In this museum you may admire some famous painters, but the building itself is very interesting to see. If you love Manet, Renoir, Monet, you'll find them here. Be prepared to spend at least half a day here because everything is very nice, quite impressive, but mostly I loved the architecture of the building. It was one of my dreams to get to see one of Zaha Hadid's work. The building is quite functional for exhibitions, but also it has parts when you can relax, a lot of light, like in this lobby, and also surrounded by green spaces on the exterior. The museum is quite complex, so you won't get bored. You have everything here: paintings, furniture. This part here was the Danish exhibition. The good part is that they don't have too many tourists, so you'll be able to enjoy the exhibitions quietly. This amazing beautiful statue was all ceramic, so you're gonna have some surprises here. Through the glass walls you may admire the exterior. And now we are heading towards the museum restaurant and cafeteria. Here you may relax and have something to drink or to eat, but this is not all, because outside you're gonna find some other interesting things to see. This was a mirror maze, a steam ring, and a bamboo nest that you may climb on, which was quite interesting experience. So let me tell you some things about the Kingdom of Denmark. It's part of the European Union since 1973, without Greenland and Faroe Island. It has the highest level of equality of incomes and was frequently on the first place as the happiest and the less corrupt country in the world. Denmark is also on the first place to export pork meat in European Union. The population density is around 130 inhabitants per square kilometer. Now we went to see one of the tourist traps in Copenhagen, and that's the Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid was made in 1913 by Edvard Eriksen as an homage brought to the author Hans Christian Andersen for the book with the same name. It's just a statue, but plenty of tourists are coming here to see it. We visited Copenhagen in June. As you may see, not too many people on the streets, and the weather was around 20 degrees. But it's better to have an umbrella with you just in case. Some other things you should know about Denmark is that Denmark is the first country that legalized pornography in 1969 and replaced the registered partnerships from 1989 by the sex-neutral marriages in 2012. Here I spotted some locals making some good stuff, but it wasn't ready, so I had to move on. Concerning the religion, 72% of the population in 2023 was part of the Lutheran Church. If you are interested in spirituality, religion, you may also visit the Frederik.s Church or the Marble Church. It's an evangelical Lutheran church. Architecture style is Rococo. It dates back in 1894. If you are interested in interior design, you may go to visit some Danish shops where you can understand better about Danish functionalism. Another nice place to visit is Nyhavn area, which is a 17th century waterfront, canal and entertainment district. Here you may enjoy this sort of hot dog, which is satious and cheaper than a dinner at a local restaurant. If you want to do some shopping, I recommend you have a walk on Stroeget street, where you're gonna find all the big brands. But we were not in the mood for Louis Vuitton and Prada, especially now when we know that everything is made in China. We wanted something rather local. So we went to this very nice shop, which was called Duck Heaven. Yes, this is happiness. Well, after studying all the ducks, we moved on and we got to this big square where they have concerts and events. And then we got into another shop with cute little things made of wood. Look at them, they are so nice. All sorts of souvenirs. Also a bit expensive. People on the bicycle, as you may see, traffic is not like in some other countries in Europe. They have a lot of bicycles. This is our accommodation, quite spacious. We had a whole flat for ourselves. Price a bit high if you're traveling alone, so it's better to go with some friends. Then of course we couldn't miss another local brand, the Lego shop. And after that we visited Tivoli Gardens. Tivoli Gardens dates back in 1843 and is the third oldest fun park in the world. You also gonna love the gardens, which have different species, plenty of flowers, many colors. We went there in the morning. I think they open at 11 o'clock. It was already a queue, so mind to check the schedule if you want to visit Tivoli Garden. This is a very nice place for the kids, but also for grown-ups. The place is full of surprises. We moved on and went for a coffee, but after the rain, the mood started to change. Hey, 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 hey. Okay, so what else can you see? Well, the round tower. You may visit the interior and also climb on the tower, which has a very nice view. The round tower dates back in 1642. You also have some exhibitions here. If you love architecture, please open your eyes on the streets because you're gonna see some buildings from the 17th century. Another place that you might visit, Rosenborg Palace, which was built by Christian IV at the beginning of the 1600s. Proaștele. You may also visit Christiansborg Palace, which houses the Supreme Court of Denmark, also the Bureau of the Prime Minister and the Danish Parliament. Another tourist attraction is the Church of Our Savior, a barocco style from the 17th century that we couldn't visit because it was not open, but we went to the Freetown Christiania area. Hipsters and good life here. This is a neighborhood where anarchists gather, It began in 1971 as a squatted military base. Its main street was famous for the open illegal trade of cannabis until 2024, when it was shut down. This is a public toilet. What do you say? Well, people are selling here all sorts of handmade stuff. The vibe is quite nice. Totally different than the rest of the city. So I really hope you enjoyed this vlog too. If you want to find out more about my travels, please like and subscribe. You may also leave a comment. Bye bye!